this is Pat Walker, Mission Winners. We're doing a video recap overview of the MAXLIST stocks. I love the MAXLIST stocks. Big money can move in and out of these stocks. But when it moves in, normally it can lead to a pretty good trend. Big money. Team, I want you to think about this. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. You own a growth mutual fund and you go through the prospectus to see what they own. And if they don't own Apple or Amazon or Facebook or Google or Netflix or Tesla or Twitter, Nvidia, that manager probably should be fired. Okay? Those are the stalwart companies, the big Mac Daddy names. Okay? And we're going to go through and look at them and look for themes, because I'll tell you, I'll lay it on the table. When they start to move, normally it's a good trend. So let's go through and take a look, shall we? It's like a treasure hunt. Here we go. Spiders, we always frame it up against the major index ETFs. Spiders hanging in there, nice, cup and a handle. SSO, the leveraged one, hanging in there, nice. It's above the moving averages, good to see. QQQ starting to demonstrate a little bit more strength. QLD, I pointed this out yesterday to people. Look at the volume spike. Look at the up volume spike. Look at the up volume spike. Look at the up volume spike. See those green bars? If she can get through those tops, that could be a positive. And what is this? It's the NASDAQ 100, the big technology stocks. IWM acting a little bit better. TNA acting a little bit better. MDY, mid-cap acting a little bit better. This one focuses, FV, focuses on a lot of the MAXLIST stocks. It's thin. I'm not recommending buying. But folks, I don't know what you see, but I see kind of a cup and a handle here. I'm like a kid with crayons. Look at that. But what does it need to do? Take out that top. But that's further evidence that, oh, the MAXLIST stocks, gosh, this shows they don't look too bad. So let's look at them. Apple. Is there anything really great with this? About what it is it's bouncing off the 200-day. It's well off highs. There's not a lot of great stuff with this now. I'm not saying it won't bounce, but there's a ton of overhead. Amazon. Amazon's chopping around. Nothing really great right now. Sold off on fairly heavy volume on Thursday. Lifted on less volume on Friday. What could be the possibility? It is lifting off the 200-day. Apple, the same thing. Lifting off the 200-day. Okay? Let's continue onwards. Alibaba. Folks, there's nothing here. Just leave it alone. Don't impose your will on. Oh, this is the bottom. You know what overhead supply is? This is a great lesson for everybody. Do you think there are people that bought Alibaba up here and they still own it down here? Yes. Do you think there are people that bought it here and still own it down here? Yes. As this stock starts to rally, people will say, thank heaven, Ethel, we're back near our price. Or Ethel says, thank heaven, Harry, it's back near our price. We can sell. You know what that's called? That's overhead supply. Every point that it goes up, it's met with sellers. You don't want that. That's an arduous task to fight through. To chew through all of this and all of this, it's too tough. Let it work for a bit. There's nothing there. Move on. Baidu, same situation. Nothing to do with it. Leave it alone. Now look at Facebook. We own this from around in here. What do you see here, folks? What do you see? You know what I see? I see a cup with a handle. This is rather cryptic. I'm aware of it. We'll do it like this underneath the chart to help you. And I'll get rid of that. It's a cup with a handle, and it had a good buy right there. Look at the volume on that bar. Starts to lift through these tops. Perhaps it will run. Notice I use a very important word, perhaps. Nobody knows the future, but we know, after looking at a million charts, which I have over the years and studied them, you develop an eye on what leads normally to good profits. And this pattern does. By the way, see the volume spike on that bar? Look where it closed. Right near the highs. Cup with a handle starts to lift. This could be a potential candidate. Google, what do you see there? I see a cup and a handle, or a long top. See this top right here? See that clean and simple top? We bought that right there. Rallied that animal up. That's good. Simple base right here. And what do you know? Price and volume. What do you know what happened Friday? Pat, came up to that white line. Good, good. Look at the volume. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Volume pickup. Perhaps it will push through that line. Am I saying it will? No, I said perhaps. But more times than not, this pattern leads to good gains. And I can document that. Goldman Sachs. Clean and simple line here, bought. Clean and simple line here, bought. Letting it work. See that? Simple. MAXLIST stocks. MasterCard's just chopping around. So people say, oh, that's a green bar. I want you to take a look closely. It closed near the lows on that bar, so that's not a great bar. Until that gets over the 50-day, nothing to do with it. Microsoft's starting to pick up a little bit. Clean and simple downward sloping trend line. I'll do something for you. Watch this. All I got to do is connect the tops, okay? It doesn't need to be anything fancy. That's all. And what do you notice? Oh gosh, it might approach and push through that downward sloping trend line, pushing off the 50-day. And if volume really comes into it, gosh, that could be good. Oh, gee whiz. Look at that. I'll be darned. It did it there too. Oh, gee whiz. And we owned it here. All right? And that was a good run. Is it going to do it here? I don't know, but I do know that most times when this pattern lifts through, it leads to profits. Notice this. I said most times, not every time. But our edge is this. We know what patterns to look for, and we capitalize on them. And when they don't work, we keep losses extremely small. Trends like this pay. There you go. Netflix. You look at this, you go, oh, I see that. You look at this and go, God, they ain't even renting that sucker. You're right. There's nothing to do with it. Leave it alone for now. It's until it starts getting about. The air is better above the 200-day, folks. The air is better above the 50-day. Leave it alone. NVIDIA. Oh, boy, I love this. Look at that. You see this cup and a handle right there? Watch this. I'm going to do something for you. You'll like this. You can say, oh, I see a cup and I see a little handle. Gosh, I guess if it takes out that handle, that'd be pretty good. It's been demonstrating strength. Oh, gee whiz. Look. It did it on a pickup in volume. See it pushing through that little handle there? We bought it. See it resting right there? It pushes through there, buying more. And we did. And we did. And it lifts. And it lifts. From here, 630 to 700 in a week. That's good money. And we're in it. Now, is it going to continue? I don't know the future. All right? But I do know more times than not, a pattern like this continue for a while. So we'll watch and see. Did we lock a little profits in? Yes, we're in great shape. So the point is this, it's not bragging. It's having tools and tactics and methods and discipline and put it to work. And again, it's a simple pattern, folks. This is not, I look at that. I drew this before I did it. So this is kind of a low-level cup and a handle right here. If it takes out that line, that'd be pretty good. You have to do it on good volume, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, gee whiz, it did. Look at the volume pickup. Now it's up at this line. Gosh, if it pushes through that line, then we could buy some more. That's kind of an old resistance point. Oh, that's decent. Okay. Oh, boy, look at that. We're in. There you go. That's it. Square. Nothing. Nothing there. Move on. Tesla. Nothing. There's nothing there. Move on. Twitter. It's starting to pick up, but it's a little sloppy here. That was some serious selling. It could go, but why not stack the deck in your favor? And Visa, maybe, forming a little cup and a handle. And here's a great lesson for you. Another good lesson. Get that line right. You said, boy, look at that if it pushes through that line. What is one slight negative about that price bar combined with volume? It gapped up, it ran up to that line and backed off and closed in the bottom third of its daily range on a pickup in volume. It was met with selling pressure, right? Look at the close. So what's it need to do? First, there wasn't a lot of power in that bar. Tells me that to get through that line, we're going to have to really demand good power. And power is measured two ways, price and volume. There you go. Anyway, that's the MAXLIST overview, just showing you what's going on, what we're involved with, and potential opportunities.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.